Alright everybody, welcome back to another Xvault gaming video, and today we're going to break down the games for PS Now for May of 2022. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump to it. Alright, so like I was saying, we're going to be breaking down the May 2022, if I can say it right, 2022 games for you coming up as of tomorrow. So these are available to you as of tomorrow, May 3rd, 1 day short of May 4th. So the May the 4th be with you kind of thing if you are into that stuff. But we'll go ahead and pull this from the blog itself, from PlayStation's blog, and go over the 3 games that you do get for May here. So the first one being I'm very interested in, but it is the Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. So this is a fighting game. You battle it out in epic matches in this 3D fighter set in the world of Naruto. Enjoy a totally revamped battle system, whether you're tackling single-player story mode, taking on friends in one-on-one clashes, or challenging the world's best players online. So this game has always had a big cult following. A lot of the fighting games of this has been pretty similar, with adding in characters and a little bit changing up of the story and stuff like that. So you do have a lot of options there, but just like the manga and the anime itself, again, a lot of cult followers for, not meaning a bad thing, but a cult following for this franchise and for this fighting game in general. And it's actually a really solid, good fighting game. So I wouldn't mind checking this out, adding on a few trophies anyways. Nothing I don't think I would platinum, but it should be a very solid title nonetheless. So a very good outing. Very good game number 1 for PS Now. To round it out, here we have another fighting game. This is being Soul Calibur VI. Now, this is a tale of souls and swords eternally retold. The weapon-based fighting classic returns with all new battle mechanics and an assortment of game modes. Dig into the history of the series with single-player story mode. Take on all comers in the multiplayer online mode and create your own legendary fighter in creation mode. So this is really deep when it comes to creation fighters in the Soul Calibur series. Another very strong entry into the fighting franchise, and just another hit. You got Street Fighter, Soul Calibur, Mortal Kombat, and so on and so forth. So this just being another foothold. This is the one that does have Geralt of Rivia in it as a playable character as well. So I've always wanted to mess around with this and just kind of held off, even though it has been cheap often enough. But however, this is, game number 2, very solid entry into the Soul Calibur series, something I've put a lot of years into previously, but have not kept up on the fighting games as of late. But it's kind of paying off when you hold off sometimes. These games just come to fruition, and here we go. So excited about that. Another one I wouldn't mind giving a go. My subscription, not that anyone may care, but my subscription is actually good until June, like early June 6th, I believe. So I do have some time to mess around with this stuff here. So let's round out the third game here, a game called Blasphemous. Now, this is a game that I vaguely remember, but I don't remember what it was about. But here we go. Watching the video and stuff like I did earlier, this is what we're on. But Blasphemous is a punishing action platformer that combines the fast-paced, skilled combat of a hack-and-slash game with a deep and evocative narrative core, delivered through exploration of a huge universe composed of non-linear levels. Explore this nightmarish world and discover its many secrets hidden deep inside. Use devastating combos and brutal executions to smite the hordes of grotesque monsters and titanic bosses who are all ready to rip your limbs off. Locate and equip relics, rosary beads, and prayers that call on the powers of the heavens to aid you in your quest to break the eternal damnation. So that is the final game in the series of 3. The game does look interesting. I do like my 2D scrollers. It's almost like to me it seems, now correct me if I'm wrong, but it does seem like this is a Souls-like 2D game. You do have a little bit of a skill tree, a way to kind of define your character a little more in regards to skills and playability. So definitely looks interesting. I have not checked on Metacritic or user scores or anything to see where this one scored. So I'll have to do that a little later, but it does look interesting, to say the least, not to say the least anyways. But there's your third game. 3 games I think is a pretty decent, strong month for the PS Now games. Also, just a little headliner here I'm going to read from the blog. changes to your PlayStation Now membership from next month. Now, PlayStation Now will be changing in June and merging with PlayStation Plus in an all-new PlayStation Plus membership service that provides more choice to the customers across 3 membership tiers with a variety of benefits and game libraries featuring hundreds of recent and classic games. When the new PlayStation Plus launches, your PlayStation Now membership will roll into PlayStation Plus Premium, which is the top tier. And you will continue to have access to PlayStation Now, including download and streaming access to a large library of new and classic games. So just kind of a little warning there of what's going to be happening. So if your PS Now membership does roll past the month of June, it actually gets upgraded to that top tier. Now, when that drops off, you're going to be down to the basic tier, tier number 1 of the PlayStation Plus, which is the thing that you've had all this whole time if you haven't had PS Now. So it gives you the ability to have the PS Plus month games every month, as well as many other perks and benefits. You play online, this, that, some discounts and all that fun stuff too. So that's what it'll roll to if you don't have PS Now, but I do think the top tier is a great option for those of you out there that do have the time to mess around with many games like that. So we'll go ahead and wrap up the video there and call that good and give you that information. I do have a video about the PlayStation tiers, so go ahead and look back at that if you have not checked that out as of yet. So in regards to that, I always appreciate everybody's comments, feedback, and everything else, and always your support. So thank you again on that. If you are new to the community, definitely consider liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. Let's try and hit that goal of 300. We are getting there. We're doing great progress. We are at 256 subs at this time, so thank you all as usual. And if you have any other suggestions or anything else, definitely let me know too. So we'll see how that all pans out and what comes out. I think we're going to get a lot of information going forward with a lot of PlayStation news. I just think it's time personally. So be on the lookout for that. I will be sure to cover as much as I possibly can. So we'll go ahead and wrap that up, like I said, and you all enjoy the rest of your Monday, and we'll see you next time on the next Xvault Gaming video. And until then, take care.